What's up guys, and welcome back to Coding Made Easy. In this video I'm going to be teaching you data visualization with Matplotlib part 2. So in the last video we just basically made a plot and visualize our data, and also for this video I'm going to be using sublime text. So in this video we will try and plot histograms, change the color of our plot, and just do a much deeper understanding of what exactly are the powers of Matplotlib. So let's just start. So I'm not gonna be explaining you the very basics because that's something that I did in the last video, like how to plot anything and how to make an ads or like that. But just watch through that video real quick if you don't know anything about Matplotlib. So let me just make a list of y and give it a value of 2, 5, and let's just go 6 and 8. And notice that I'm not going to be making one of x like I could, but I'm not going to be doing it right now. And now what I'm going to be doing is plt dot plot y and plt dot show. So this is something that I did in the last video, where we could create that graph, axe, whatever you wanna call it. So now we will check on how to change the color of that axe, and it takes a little bit of time to run it on Sublime Text. And there you go, we get this graph. But now how do we change the color? All you have to do is just go right here and just write our color name. So if I type out B, it will change it to blue, G to green. What I will do is type out GO minus and see what will happen. It will show me these dots on the top of the line, top and the bottom of the lines. Now I think it's optional to put this minus sign, but no, actually you have to put this minus sign if you wanna display the line. I was just experimenting it. And now let's just say you have made your plot and you actually want to save your plot, because that's kind of important if you are working for a sort of a company and you have made your plot. Or obviously I will have to save it. So all you have to do is just type out plt dot something like save fig, and inside we can just save this figure as plot. Now it gets saved as a PNG file if you want to know. Now as you can see, you could see down it showed that saved. So now let me just search for that. Let me just go plot, and you will see a PNG file right over here. Now I'm not going to be keeping this code because the reason is, every time I will run the code, it will save it, and I don't want multiple copies of it. So now we have made our plot, but how do we actually put labels? Because let me tell you what exactly is the problem with our plot. We don't get anything over here. Like, let's just say we are calculating the y-axis. We know that, but does the person who is looking at this plot know it? No, obviously no. So how do we actually tell the person that this is the y-axis, this is going to be the x-axis? Well, it's not that difficult. All you have to do is just type out plt dot x label and just type out x axis, whatever you want to type out, it's all up to you, and plt dot y label, and inside I just have to put it on y axis. And now that should make x axis and y axis visible, and that's kind of important. Now let me just picturize something. You wanna have the green dots, but you wanna have a red line. Now that's possible, but here's the thing, like you cannot do it like Matplotlib does not have a function that can actually do it. We actually use the override method. So let me just explain you that in Paint. So like if this is a graph, I'm just making a really quick sketch and just cut piece and slack on the drawing because I'm doing it with my trackpad because I'm on a laptop. So let's just make all the dots here, one over here, and the last one. Now let's just say this is a black plot and we want the lines to be black, but we want the we want the dots to be black, but we want the line to be like whatever color this is, greenish thing. So what we do is we override it with the green. Now, and we also do not make dots in the green one, so we can actually visualize the dots. Like now, I told you, actually let me use the line. Yes, that's good. So now let's just do it over here. Now just watch what I do. I will go right here and just type out plt dot plot y and I will type out, let's just do b. Now I can also change the dots to something like asterisk and plus and whatever, but I'm gonna be doing it with dots. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna be doing it with dots. So and there you go. We have the blue lines but the green. Now it's not really perfect because obviously Matplotlib does not really have a dedicated function to do that, and even if it has, then that's something that I should definitely learn. So now here's the thing, we have made up plots. That's, yeah, I know it's pretty good, but still it might be a bit better if we can actually make some sort of histograms and stuff like that, because sometimes it's really good to not show stuff in a plot but instead show it in a histogram, because usually what happens is a histogram shows stuff a little bit in a way which people can understand very easily. So if you don't know, basically a histogram is like a graphical representation. Let me just show you. So like now let me just make it a column over here. So on the left hand side I'm going to be showing the plot, and the right hand side is going to be dedicated to the histogram. Let me just get my brush. So basically a plot is something that's shown like, as you know, like in sort of a graph format. Basically a histogram shows it in a format with these bars like this and this and like this. Basically like this, or also like this sometimes. I think most of you know what a histogram is. And now how do we do that? Well, it's very simple. All we have to do is just type out plt dot hist at y. That should work. And there we go. We have a histogram. Yes, it's literally that simple. Instead of just typing out plot, you only have to type out histogram. And I can still make a plt dot x label as x axis and a plt dot y label as y axis, and it will still work perfectly. There we go, y axis and x axis. And I also just wanted to show you can also save the figure and configure your subplots by clicking some of these buttons, but I had forgotten to tell in the last video. But let me just. Now, if you are like not an absolute beginner in Python and you actually know the modules of pandas and NumPy I would say fluently, then what you could do is you could actually combine your NumPy arrays and put them in a graph like this. Now, I'm not gonna be doing this right now because I don't know if the people who are watching this know pandas or NumPy, and plus like it's pretty complicated pandas and numpy that go into making the graphs. Like it's not your standard numpy arrays. It's not that simple. So that's why I'm not gonna be doing uh, all of that using pandas and numpy. I'm just gonna be using Matplotlib, and you can just go a huge way with Matplotlib. So it's not something like you have to be fluent with that. So now what I can do is also give it a bins value and get a bins of something like 20. If my sublime text is and it will just make this a little bit thinner if you wanna accommodate more data or whatever. Now I could make this bins like something like 2, and you can just see it's gonna be so fat, as you can see. Now the thing is, the bins are always ins, so I cannot go and make something like 0.2 because that's gonna throw me an error, a pretty long error. Yes. So that's something you need to know, because otherwise we can be stuck over there and you might be like, hey, why isn't it good? Now you can also give it colors and a hist type. So let me go ahead and do that. So I can just type out color equals to, let's just go ahead and say something like purple, and I can give it something like a hist type, and I can give it a hist type of something like step. Now that should make it like one without the inner color. Now that's good and all, but how do we display, like all of this is displayed vertically? Now how do we display this same thing but horizontally? Well, using Matplotlib you can just do it very easily. All you have to do is just set the orientation. Now the reason why I'm using a lot of autocomplete over here, because I'm pretty sure I can write the incorrect spelling, that's why. And that should make it like this. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Now if I get rid of the hist type, then you should see a solid color filled thing. Yeah, there, it's solid color. But it's up to your personal opinion, what do you want, how do you want to do that. You can go ahead and also give it something like a color of, let's just say, teal. So and I think it also accepts hexadecimal values. So that's also pretty cool. So that's it. Like Matplotlib is still a bit more than this. You can do a lot more stuff than this. But that's a little bit advanced, and I'm not going to be going into all of that stuff because that's not something I would say for a beginner tutorial. So like in this course I've just broken down Matplotlib to the finest particles, and like any person who has just completed like the Python beginner course and dive right into Matplotlib and have a pretty good understanding of it. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I have a lot of series like this coming soon, and I'm also making a website, and I'm gonna be uploading how I'm gonna be doing that. I'm gonna be uploading what code I'm gonna be using, and the Flask website making part 1 is just starting. It's gonna be a absolutely good tutorial, and by the end of that tutorial also you will be having a solid understanding of another really important module. I think one of the most important modules of Python. So if you are very interested for that, please subscribe to the channel, so you might be notified pretty quickly when the tutorial will be coming. It's gonna be pretty soon. So that's it for today, guys. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like and subscribe to the channel, and until the next time we meet, bye bye.